Snare outlines the things that we need to see, and so we can follow them through the world, and then indeed be the place where we need to see things that we see the way that we see them. Now, that's very different than hair and things that grow in hair as it is in the world, and the things that occur. There's a rampant state of affairs, which is crosshair breeding, which is when you see something that appeals to you and then it alters itself just a little bit to throw you off the track of where you were and then produces something different. That's what we try to stay away from, is things that are a little bit different, because you end up here, which is a very different place than Whataburger, and a very different type of nonsense occurring all over the place, which is buses that don't run to the levitation seal at this time of day. I don't understand these things that I'm dealing with, and it's very important to be someone that stays in here and understands the things that they're dealing with, so they don't walk back out here and everybody's looking at you like, what did you do? What did you do? I mean, there's not much of a city that wants to be on camera here. And that's what's funny to me. There's all these people and all these different types of lackadaisical patterns and things, as it were. There might be a cigarette still burning in an ashtray somewhere near a mattress, and that's indeed a fire hazard. So, in the event that we're trying to run a business that has a workshop that's not a fire hazard, we might find ourselves here one day contemplating if here is really built up to the specifications that we need it to be at, so we cannot get burned alive inside of our carcass while we're trying to be badass at what we do and shit like that. So anyways, there's another line of DNA that you can follow, and it's always a line. And so in the interest of staying away from snare and then not being able to be detoured from hair, which are the two things that are alike in common but not alike at all, is one thing in that type of logic, and another thing in here, a thing we have to fold up very tightly into the palm of our hand. This is a cop over there, and we don't know if he wants our blood or if he wants our mush, or if he wants our little 4-leaf clover thing that we found over there in the grass. It was a 4-leaf clover. I saw it. It came like that. It would just look like that. It was levitating there, a 4-leaf clover. It's good luck. Or if there's somebody else here from a different strand of good luck than the good luck that we produce for ourselves, and that's a different world. Now, a different world and a different luck, it's not as scary as what goes down at that bus stop or this one on Sundays, which is nothing. There's nothing going on here on Sundays. But indeed, I'm walking this way, backwards, through the world, in my own body, because of something that was built that way. And so, if you refer to the other videos where we did exercises in snare and exercises in crosshair breeding, I've been crosshair bred now to walk through this Martian landscape backwards in my body. Now, logistically correct wormwood is a little bit different than philosophically correct wormwood, and I think we all adhere to a philosophically correct wormwood atmosphere. And if one was trying to trans-navigate the world backwards through hair in logistically correct wormwood, they would find themselves rather close to right here. Now, all tactical products are built right around right here, somewhere in between a cigarette burning in the ashtray and somewhere in between the house that is completely burned down around them and reduced to ash, everything around them and in there. Now, some things are made of metal, a big round metal orb thing floating through the air in a factory that has brought us all back to here. It's not something I'm picking up behind me because I'm walking in front of me. Now, if I switch the camera angle to here, you could say I've turned around in my body, and my head is now looking backwards through the lobby of the hotel. And not the hotel that we're at right here, the hotel with the broom closet, and the people that walk out of there and decide that they're gonna clean the house with the brooms and stuff. So when you approach the broom closet and take your brooms out and mop the house, you're really mopping the other house. Now there's two houses that were built there. And I don't always just trudge through the front room with my feet just leaking mud and blood and things all over your glass carpet. But that's indeed the place I like to play with on a daily basis. And it's been 2 years since I've survived here. And survived here as in I'm still here in the same DNA makeup that I was before. Literally just survived here. And I did that without having a cell phone, like this supercomputer smartphone that I just bought at Metro PCS, which is a great way for me to say thank you, Metro PCS, for your great service and aptitude in finding devices that can actually capture things here. But there was one other phone. Yeah, there was another phone. It was the sick phone. Now the sick phone is a phone that I found just liked everything, and it emitted like a low frequency tone, which attracted all sorts of things to here. Now, there's Yorkie puppies for sale right here. Let me see the sign. Yorkie puppies, there they are. We found them using thoroughly logic that is hands-free computing from the phone to the hands to the things that I wish to see. Not taking into account any of the other variables that may have been spent around here, which is money, time, effort, freedom, lush value, which is a degraded rush value. So let's just say there's a rush value to being here for the first time ever. And as we proceed through our videos, there's a degraded value, which presents itself now into a lush value. And so walking backwards through statistically pegged into position wormwood features, producing a lush value of sorts, not a good look on a day like this. And the people not so happy to be involved with that type of activity. But that's what the tariff program is for. Now, there's indeed a tariff here, and a tariff for a reason that we don't know anything about, which is a number. Now, there's a number written on a tariff program, which is not like any other number. It's a very loud, noisy number, because somebody had to pay a lot of money, thousands of rounds into the game, so they could get that number back up from the sea level and put it on a shelf of a store where they stand there with an Arcanine snare DNA makeup, and they make it sound like this is the product that you want. Now, when you look out into a blanket of cigarettes hanging from the wall, and you realize all the nooses and things that have been weaved into there, you can find something there that you want more than the thing you wanted, which is Newports. Everybody knows you want a Newport. Now, the difference between Crosshair Breeding, as it's done into packaging, and Nike's products, which are done, with knees and stuff that we need. We need our knees so we can be out here trans-navigating dermal patches and things that we've seen on the TV as we sit there in commercials. We can always find the pins and the needles that we need to accessorize our bonds that we fill with things that are bonded to our wrist, like a bracelet, which will never be here on camera because it can't be there on camera. And that's a survival bracelet of types that allows me to harvest this DNA after 2 years in the field and escape with nothing but several different extenders and things that I need to reach places that I couldn't reach before. And so that's what we've produced it here. Well, we've produced it here. It's like a rooster here. We've produced a brand of snare DNA. Now, this is a new brand that's on the market in Shipwright Accessories Technologies. Now, all of our technologies are kept in a line, like a hair. And there's a line that you can follow to Shipwright Accessories bends, and there's a line that you can follow to logistically correct wormwood bends. And being one and the same at the Arcanine DNA level, something that we take away from here every day is a little bit of DNA every day so we can survive. Now, survival here is not as easy as it is in, let's say Mars or the planet Saturn. Much harder places to be, but 10 minutes being a little bit longer in the video than we anticipated spending here. And there's a lot of good points that can be made on this regimen. And I hope that all video transmissions of this regimen can be transmitted thoroughly so that we understand what we're absorbing is something potent and it's something resourceful, okay? And it's something that we need on a daily basis to walk through here. 6 different ways that you can spend your time are like 6 different fingers that you can use to divide the world. Now, some animals don't have 6 different fingers, they only have 1 finger. It's 1 hand or a paw. Now, suggesting that I only have 1 paw when I'm holding on to a tariff program is law. It's law, okay? It's a law that divides different species against our species, and it's a law that divides us all. So, here we are, Shipwright Accessories, shipwrightaccessories.com, Shipwright Essentials, now the extension program of the extension program. After 2 years at large doing research and development, we come back in here to Mars from all angles to see if is there really a road that exists here at all? And can we find that road and follow it with each other and make something that's at larger than it already is? Anyways, my name is Logan, Shipwright Accessories, Shipwright Essentials, www.shipwrightaccessories, shipwrightaessentials.com. You can subscribe right here, or you can push the button below it. I don't remember where it was. And you can log on and log off every day. And be out here. And not stuck right here. With people not concerned about who you are. Like, who was this guy who just appeared here? Anyways, shipwrightaccessories.com.